I very seldom managed to work well with a group of people. I don't know why. After all the attention I've given to verbal behavior, I haven't done more of this, but I never felt that I really taught a seminar well, with one exception, and that was when I was in Indiana. I had a seminar going on the subject of self-control, and I had people just bring in examples of how people control themselves, and we analyzed them. It was a very profitable thing, and I worked that into this chapter in Science and Human Behavior on self-control. Then I began to think more about this, and I remember I was invited once to go out to Mount Holyoke and lecture, and the title was Self-Control. And there was a mob of students came, and I began by saying, I hope this didn't mean there's any particular need at Mount Holyoke for self-management. It's a very important point, I think, and the fact that, so far as I know, no other textbook than mine has a chapter on self-control shows how it's been neglected. But that's because I think, well, it's because I think people think that you have to control yourself through willpower or something of that kind. So hence it would be out of the science. And but that, my whole point is that you control yourself by controlling the environment. And in other words, you control yourself as you control other people. And as a matter of fact, I think it's quite clear that that is the case. Self-control is simply a special case of the control of human behavior. With problem children or problem people, let's say juvenile delinquents, they have shown a hesitation in responding to the normal social contingencies. They've just not responded to them. So you have to build something rather explicit. And this is true also of problem children, which of course are what this particular film is about. You begin with a child who is badly disturbed, and the normal, natural reinforcers just are not making any headway at all. And the temptation then is to use punishment, which is also a contrived consequence, to try to correct the behavior. But you can do a much better job if you use a conspicuous positive reinforcer, and that is actually what has been done in the two experiments.
Jimmy is an 11-year-old boy admitted to UCLA's Neuropsychiatric Institute because of severe behavioral problems at school and at home.
Okay, now, can you stand up and take your shirt off for us? Why? Because we want to see how your back muscles work while you're doing the exercise. Can you do that? You gonna take your shirt off? Jimmy? You want me to help you take your shirt off? Let me help you, okay? Can you do it? Jim? No! Jim? Come on, let's take your shirt off. No! Come on, Jim. No! 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 Please! Oh, ow! Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you want to sit down?
Could you kind of summarize a little bit in your own words exactly what brought you to bring Jimmy here?
Well, we didn't know that we were going to come here. Mm-hmm. Because his behavior got so bad, I went to my doctor, and my doctor recommended me to a pediatrician, and they sent me to Children's Hospital Regional Center. And through examination, and because we were so fed up and just, gave up, they asked for an appointment here. So we had no idea where we were going to end up.
What were your major problems that really made you look for help?
Well, we were beyond controlling him anymore. We didn't know what to do, It was
he put his hand through
too deep for us, It was upsetting the whole family.
He wasn't happy. There was no good at all. Nothing that made him happy.
Actually, what we were looking for when we came here was a place to put him permanently. Just eliminate him from the family.
Because he was dangerous to everybody. He jumped out of cars, threw things, and I mean like dangerous items. He hit his brother with hammers, screwdrivers, you know, rocks.
Whatever he got his hands on at the time. Yeah.
And no pattern.
What had you done to try to control some of these behaviors?
At the end, try to beat him to death.
The normal type things, a lot of punishment, a lot of whippings, you know.